Welcome everyone to another edition of an after party. Is that what I'm supposed to say? No, it's the Jesus Mike after party. Welcome everybody. And so far with us, we have, of course, the guest of honor tonight. Oh, okay, somebody's got something going on in the background, and I'm hearing echoes and shit.
My bad. Sorry.
Fuck. Why is it always you?
I had to mute the YouTube side.
Okay, all right. Well, anyways, of course, with us we have the guest of honor tonight, Jesus Mike, who was a former member of the Atheist Roundtable and now has his own channel, which I have linked in the description of the original interview, which is also linked down below, so you can go back and check out the interview if you missed it. It's a very, very good one. So definitely go and check that out, and follow Mike around on not Twitter. You don't do Twitter anymore, so Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and other things that are there. And of course, our Swede, who's basically furniture these days in my after parties. He's like always here. And of course, the wonderful Kate, you guys know as Bionic Dance, is with us tonight. And the elusive Surus has joined us tonight. I guess you're not doing any hammering out things tonight. Is that what's going on there?
Well, normally we don't do it on Mondays anyway. But the big thing is that I happen to be streaming at this exact moment. So my mic is technically free. My camera's not free. That's over on Twitch. But not that you want to see sniffling and trying desperately not to wipe schnoz on the microphone.
Only it's just like a cold or something and not the COVIDs.
If it was COVID, I wouldn't be having sneezing issues. I'd be having breathing issues because it's an upper respiratory issue. So luckily it is not that. I think it's just that I overdid it and was outside too long because after the tree fell and destroyed my power lines, I had to stand outside with a chainsaw for a few days just getting my driveway open. So likely it's just exposure.
Yeah. And you're probably out there so long that your body's immunity dropped and you caught a bug.
Yep, which is likely what happened. I mean, our furnace doesn't work in the house right now either since the electricity got hit. So, I mean, we got a couple space heaters. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't have those on when we're asleep because that's a fire hazard. Right. So there is that like little window of house isn't the most comfy, and that might be contributing to whatever I've got. I don't know.
So where do you get a space heater? Because all of mine have been terrestrial.
You commandeer a rocket ship from a Dr. Ivo Robotnik, and you hope that there aren't any blue fuzzy hedgehogs running around trying to stop you.
Rings.
And then you get to, if you can commandeer a heater out there in the void of space before the Earth implodes, then you're lucky.
So, sirs, why don't you kind of let people know what exactly happened? And tell them about how they can help out as well, because and if you're
this is your show, not mine.
Oh no, that's why I'm telling you to do this, because we want to promote the let's get Surus out of the shit hot water that he's in right now, or lack of hot water that he's in right now.
Okay,
because you had some shit going down with the weather and trees, and it's heartbreaking.
I guess I'll start with the good news. And Irish Swede and I were going over this on Twitter. When this happened, when the electrical got fried because the tree fell down. If you know anything about electrical wires, there's 3 wires on the main thing, and one of them's your grounder. Well, apparently our grounder was the one that actually got severed, and the other wires maintained. So the house had it's the reason why the house had like some semblance of power. But the way the power was in was very unstable. So like we've got a bunch of equipment that all got fried. We got 3 fans that got fried. We thought it was outlets that were dying. Turns out it's just that the outlets had voltage that wasn't correct. So when we plugged anything that took more power than a phone, it just got fried. So like our router/modem That got fried. We just got that replaced today. The fans, I'm not too worried about. Those can all be replaced for a couple bucks. But luckily, what we thought originally was, some of the outlets probably have melted wiring because that would cause the voltage to be fucky. But apparently not. Apparently it's just the... it was just during the time that the electrical got screwed. So now that that's been reestablished, the electronics in the house work fine, and it's only the stuff we plugged into test outlets that got zapped and stopped working. So I've got a bunch of plastic to throw away now, plastic and metal. So the weather itself didn't cause any issues except for the bit of time that got screwed. But as for the water damage, the actual issue that we're running into, apparently when the house was remodeled, because it was remodeled when we bought it, because it was not livable when we bought it. It had mold, it had structural issues, it was falling apart. So we got it remodeled.
Some of the pictures.
Yeah, you saw what it was like when it was a hoarder house. Like it was a barely functional living space, and you had to have a mask walking in, and even then, you were like a time limit. So we got it remodeled, we got it livable, but we still don't have a whole lot of money, but we didn't have a lot of money when we did that. So I'm guessing that meant that a lot of corners were cut when the house was remodeled, and some of those corners were cut in the plumbing, unfortunately. And now that means we've had a year and a half of just, I thought, because the thing that we found was that the pipe that leads from the left sink in the kitchen down to the runoff, we found that wasn't fully connected, and I thought, that's just a small thing, I'll just fix that, and then so long as we don't let any more water come out, that won't be an issue. But when I went down yesterday to actually take a look at everything from under the house in the crawl space, even when all the water in the house is off, there's a constant leak. So that means that for a year and a half there's been a constant leak, and all of the board down there that should be like white brown, it's all just black and bulging and not good. And which also explains why the water damage has crept up through the drywall, because right above the sink where you'd normally have a splashback, if you press your thumb into the wall even slightly, it goes right through like it was cotton.
Where are you located, if you don't mind me asking?
Georgia, North Georgia.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask because I live in Georgia too, and I was through those storms. I'm out near Gwinnett, so it was really bad. I thought the tree was gonna fall on my face while I was sleeping. Probably the exact night that you had that problem.
Yeah, the tree was, if you saw the pictures on Twitter, it was 5 feet away from my office. So like mine and Raz's office are on one side of the house, and the tree fell down 5 feet away from that, which wouldn't be the first time a tree tried to kill me. The last time a tree branch fell straight through the house, like you're doing a pencil dive, it went through the tin roof just right into the house.
You just need to not let trees near your house.
I think Mother Nature hates me.
Georgia has a ton of that, though. It's like even in the city of Atlanta and stuff, it's like there's a lot of trees that are just kept, I feel like.
Yeah. So
the last time a tree tried to kill me, it was a D&D campaign. We were surrounded by these Ents.
Yeah.
Luckily, fight those off pretty easy. This is kind of a one and done thing, and there's no
inspiration
clerics in reality to save you from Ent mishaps. So yeah, the long and short of it is there's been a year and a half of just apparently constant water damage, which also means even though we are in between insurance companies right now, even if I had maintained the house insurance from before, gradual damage is not covered. It's only quick damage, like from water bursts and shit like that.
Right.
So,
That's similar up here in Canada too. I used to be in the restoration industry, so I've seen claims like this all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, well, if it was happening for a while and you didn't catch it, you're kind of screwed on your claim, which means we can't get home insurance again, because I wanted to bundle home insurance with my car stuff when I was transferring us over, but we can't do that because right now the house can't pass an inspection for us to get insurance, which is great. So
now, are they gonna, when you get the stuff fixed and worked on it, will you be able to do it then?
Once we get it fixed and worked on, yeah. Like once the house is not considered a mold hazard, water hazard, structure hazard, fire hazard, etc., then we can get insurance again. And I've literally got the quote number pulled up and ready as soon as everything's done.
Right.
It's just a matter of getting it done. So yeah, that is. I probably could have worded that a lot shorter, but I'm sick and brain's not worky too good.
That's fine. Sometimes we just need two words.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can. I should be able to get the link to your PayPal donations page because I just donated to you. So, okay, so here we go. Or if you can do it, Cyrus, then maybe.
Hey, give me just a second. I'll pull it up from over here. Ow! Those, please stop. I don't need your liquidy goodness.
Do I want to know?
Yummy!
It's delicious. The snozzberries, I hear they taste like magic unicorn poop.
As opposed to those mundane, non-supernatural unicorns that poop.
Yeah, we call those rhinoceri, though.
Okay, there we go.
Of course. Send
Are
them
you
to
not
space. They're a rhinostronaut.
Are you not a mod in my chat, Cyrus?
Potentially.
You were like one of my
not.
first. You were like one of my first interviews on the channel. So
Is that just because we play the same children's card games?
Maybe. Did I
They
tell
are
you
very
that,
fun children's card games, though.
There we go, guys. There's the PayPal link right there in the chat. If you can spare a few bucks, it's going to a good cause. I don't want to see my good buddy Cyrus, homeless. Let's put it that way. We're living in a hovel that the rain pours in through the ceiling and puts out.
That's how the house was when we bought it. That was fun.
Okay, but let's get it fixed up and livable. How about that? And
livable. That was wrong.
Next payday, I'll throw some more at you. We'll get this fucking shit done.
So how much in the hole are you, dude?
So that's a weird question because as far as I'm concerned, I have no idea because I've never done a repair like this. But the people who I've talked to who have worked with contractors have told me that a repair of the caliber that I'm needing to do is about a $20,000 repair.
Oh, yeah. Especially if there's
But
mold.
actually, I think you may have misunderstood the question, though. How far are you in the hole physically?
Oh, I believe
As the
that's
house
actually
sunk.
sinking about 6 inches right now.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
6 inches.
It's hard for me to
There's a
tell
joke there,
because it's hard for me to tell because the way our flooring is set up is that it's laminate on top because the house is on a hill, so we couldn't. Not laminate, it's vinyl on top. We wanted to get laminate flooring when we got the house, but we weren't able to because the boards couldn't line up because the house is on a hill, so everything just settles incorrectly. At least that's what we were told. That could have been bullshit from the last contractor. I have no idea.
Coins, guys,
but-
coins. Drink. Sorry, it's a drinking game.
In the kitchen, when you go in there, there's that flooring there, and then there's the countertops, and then the countertop itself is kind of concave from the water damage that was visible on the top. And now that I've gone underneath and looked at the water damage, I'm just assuming that that's sunk in quite a bit. It's obviously eaten through the insulation. That part was visible in the video, but yay. Just shoot me. Home ownership blows.
No,
Well, you know,
As the meme goes, the number of trips to the hardware store after buying a house is too damn high.
Yeah.
Yep.
well, look on the bright side. At least you probably don't have to deal with an HOA. I have been trying for a year to get solar panels on my condo, and the HOA is like, and it's just been so frustrating. So
You can always threaten them with getting a cell phone tower built in your backyard.
I wish I had a yard.
Fuck. I was gonna say because like legally, as an owner of a plot of land, you're allowed to build something like that, and it is outside the realm of what the HOA can influence, but they can argue that you shouldn't, and then you can use it as leverage. And just go, well, I'm gonna get it built, if you don't let me put the fucking solar panels on.
Well, they actually described to me some of the legal things, like the little minutia, and sometimes I think they might have been bullshitting me, but sometimes maybe not, because they were like, well, if we let you install solar panels, you have to take over ownership of the maintenance of the roof, because I'm in a complex, right? It's not just I have my condo like that. And then they're like, and there are rules that say you have to let everyone be able to get solar if they want it. So if your downstairs neighbors want solar, they have to have like a section of the roof as well. And like there were so many little persnickety details that I never would have thought of. And like I was irritated that they weren't communicating with me about this. Like they just said, board said no, sorry. And it wasn't until I had screamed myself blue in the face and threatened legal action that they were finally willing to be forthcoming and open with me. So
and give you some actual like information.
Yes. Oh, it's so frustrating. I hate HOAs.
I'm assuming that swearing is okay.
Swearing is fine.
Okay. The only I'm not allowed to use the.
Come on, really? On my show?
I mean, the only swear I'm not allowed to use right now is the D one, but that's just because someone
banned you from using the word "damn it."
Yes, that was yeah. I was banned from using that because of
I was.
Yeah,
so
the way that
I was setting you out for that. So
yeah, the way my stream works is that if somebody throws 2,000 channel points at me, they get to ban one word for an hour, and if I fail and end up using the word, I have to take this 70 FPS Nerf gun and shoot myself in the face with it.
Now, which word was it that you can't use?
That's fun, Kate. That's fun.
Well, I mean, you said to start with D, and I have a lot of different possibilities floating through my head right now.
It starts with D and can be explained by Sam Chaos, who was in the chat when it happened.
Okay, Sam, come on, spill.
Does it end in itch?
Is it end in itch?
No, Sirius is not allowed to say the word "damn it" because someone spent a lot of channel points to ban him from using the word.
Oh, I see.
Speaking of which, Sirius, you should check again because on the Twitch thing.
I need to know something. So if I spend a lot of channel points on your channel, Sirius, and put a whole bunch of different words, are you no longer allowed to use any of those words, or
for an hour? Yeah. If you have enough channel points, you can dictate.
You basically put the entire English language in there.
So every language has a core 100 words or 100 phrases that are used for communication. So if you were to find the 100 most commonly used words in the English language, you could potentially, prevent me from speaking.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Yeah, ban them.
That'd be a lot of
all you have to do is ban them from articles.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Yeah, the words that are used to join other words in a thought together. Oh God, there's a liquor right here. That's
another drink.
I know some people who can't hold their liquor, but I get a good grip on the ears and.
Brian, I'm sending you a link.
I think I'm the only one that heard you, Kate.
No,
I heard that. I was laughing.
Oh no, did nobody see the epic fucking face plant just going like?
Yeah. Yeah, my liquor is 40% because that's the highest percentage that they're supposed to sell over here.
I'm proud of you, Sam. Proud of you.
Pussy.
That one we're gonna do.
Pussy. Let me guess. That was Jartan that said that, right?
The only time I've had anything higher than 40% was like an 80% that my friend's parents homebrewed, and it was mince pie vodka.
What?
Yeah.
Mince pie vodka. That just sounds. So that sounds very British. First of all.
Well, I am British, mind you. These guys are Polish.
Well, but I mean, I've seen flavored vodka before. Everyone's had like Stoli vanilla and stuff, but mince pie?
Yeah.
They have bacon vodka.
They tend to do orange through the year, but mince pie at Christmas.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have like a video where I'm taste testing a whole bunch of different novelty sodas, like different styles of cake, and there was a turkey dinner one and stuff. But those were
Jones
novelties.
soda?
Yeah, well, like Jones, similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hang on a second there, Kate, before you continue.
No,
Mike
I'm
has to go. Oh, I'm done. As my dad used to say, "Oh, really? Then wipe yourself." Never mind. Anyways, Mike, once again, buddy, thanks for joining me today, man. It was a lot of fun. I realize you got to go do homework now because
Unfortunately, I held off on my C++ stuff. I got to get done before midnight. But yeah, it's good talking to everybody. And I didn't really. Kind of winded myself out on the other show. I think I killed my voice with how much I was freaking talking. But I appreciate that.
It was good to meet you, if briefly.
Yeah, you as well. If hopefully if I knock this out quicker and you guys are on, I'll hop back on.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to commemorate you on your very neat desk behind you. I am afraid to show mine now. That is impressive,
That's
man.
impressive.
Dude, you've got
My
guitars
desk is a
hanging on the
mess.
wall. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
I wouldn't want to spoil anything, but since I'm all about truth and stuff, if I had to be honest with you guys,
Green screen.
it's not real.
That's awesome. I love it.
But I'm glad it looks real because everybody thinks it's real. T-Jump even asked me the other day. He was like, "Why are you doing stocks in the background, Mike?" I was like, Yeah, because I make a lot of money with stocks,
Now that you said it, now I can see it's a green screen. But I was like, how did he get those amber lights behind the screens? I need to ask him about that. That was fucking awesome.
I mean, just the angle of where the desk is and where you are, you'd have to be leaning in some funky way to get that angle.
Exactly. Well, you know what you can actually do with the lights? What I do on the back of my arcade cabinet, I put lights on the back of there, and so that it shines out to the back. You can actually just get these little cheap little LED lights that you can use for it. So
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, man,
fancy.
it's my hobby. I freaking spent too much money on restoring that thing.
God, if I wanted a console, I'd have nowhere to put it because I need the room for my VR rig.
I mean, you've got a Switch.
Oh, you're lucky. I had to sell my VR before school because I was spending too much time on VR. It was unhealthy.
Well,
I
I've
had
got
the PSVR is what I had.
Oculus apparently is the best one. You were going to say something, Chris.
I was just saying, Kate, don't you have a Switch? I mean, you have a console.
I do, but well, actually, okay, I've kind of let myself go during the pandemic, and I need the exercise. So I started playing Beat Saber again, which I stopped playing for a while just because I couldn't stand the music. But they put out a Green Day pack, and I'm like, something that's not techno or rap, finally.
Yeah.
So
that's the only reason why I didn't buy the game is because I was like, can I upload my own music? In PSVR, I guess you couldn't do that.
You can now.
Oh, well, at the time I was like, I would that'd be a great exercise. I was like, but I just can't do EDM for that long. It would just kill me.
They've built in a level editor now. You don't even have to use the third-party app. So, they're making it easier.
If they throw some Meshuggah or some heavy metal on there, then I'm down. But
I totally want to make a level out of Yakety Sax.
What, really?
Oh God, I started one, but the third-party app was really hard to work with. But it was just so much fun, just doing the Benny Hill theme with lightsabers.
That's funny.
That's what they did for us when Randolph and I were doing some of our demolition videos for the new studio that we're doing for True North Talk, which I forgot to mention at the end of last show. By the way, guys, Randolph and I are doing a call-in show. One of the first ones in Canada, other than Godless Mom's one that she did briefly with Mr. Oz. And it's called True North Talk, and you can go and sub to that. I don't know if any of my moderators will, which seems to be everybody these days, will pop in the link there for True North Talk, and go and sub to the channel because we are coming up in the new year. So anyway, it should be a good show.
Bye, Mike.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
That's been storming the castle.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. And you. I wanted to say that I'm granting you inspiration as the DM of this session. You get inspiration for the D&D reference, and if anybody plays D&D, then they understand that. If not, then we look like a bunch of nerds right now.
Where the fuck is the bar?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Most definitely, yes, you do.
Although actually, I'm a geek, not a nerd,
Well,
because I'm more pop culture than education.
Well, I'll
There
end on this statement. We can atheists like I'm an atheist. I don't believe in these kind of things, but I do pretend that some things are that are real in some aspects. So I do have an imagination, and I get that in some aspects of old professional wrestling from when I was a kid and D&D. So atheists can believe in fake things too. So
Well, I suppose it depends on how you define believe, but sure, in principle, yeah.
Yeah. There's a separation of belief there for sure.
Well, the only thing all of us have.
I would say that that's more that you're LARPing and less that you're believing. But I'm also
LARPing
the
is
one
awesome.
Yeah,
who'd
I mean,
upset people's philosophy.
if I were to rephrase that, I would have said that atheists can dig on fiction, but that's just me.
Thanks, nerd.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Take care, brother. All right. So Kate is now, which means I have to move her position over here because you are now the official DM.
Oh, there we go. My dice bag is way the hell over
I
there.
don't even know what that means.
Although, I'm not the DM now. I'm the GM.
That makes Kate the dungeon master, or in this case, the game master.
Yeah.
So she gets to dictate what kind of story we're going to experience. She also gets to determine who lives and who dies, because a bad DM leaves everything up to the dice roll. A good DM can manipulate everything.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I know who's going to die, but it's not any of you.
Someone in the chat.
I died a little bit inside. Is that okay?
I was thinking Shatner, but sure, it can be someone in the chat.
Jarton, I actually have a song called Inside where I actually use that line, and I died inside. So
I still have that picture of a lot of nerds trying to keep up with Meshuggah going dun, 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 with lightsabers. I still have that mental picture, and it's fucking hilarious.
Now, I only know that word as Yiddish slang. Is this a metal band of some sort?
it is.
Yeah, it's sort of the inventors of Gent, and they're actually from the same city that I live in right now. I know a couple of guys that play there. Thomas Håke is a terrific. The drummer of Meshuggah is just fantastic. He's such a nice guy. The nicest bloke you'll ever meet.
So is it, Jewish metal, or is it just a name?
No.
No, it's not Jewish metal.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. There's bands out there where
there's a Jewish rap group called Black Shabbat. I kid you not.
That's awesome. It's kind of like that hillbilly band that does covers of AC/DC songs called AC Dixie.
Fucking amazing.
They're Finnish, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to get into Finnish, you ever hear of Korpiklani? I think it's pronounced.
I don't think it's pronounced.
It's like folk metal, but it's Finnish. They do this cover of a song called, I'm going to mispronounce this, Judan Vina or something. That's really awesome.
Judavina.
I think it's just called Let's Drink.
Yeah. Let's have some wine. Let's have some wine.
I'm going to say that sounds just like a good anthem for 2020. Let's drink.
Yeah, pretty much.
I plan to spend election night high as fuck, so.
Hey, we don't have sunlight anymore up here, so all we do is drink.
That's all there is to do anymore.
Yeah, we don't get to see the sun until March.
Did I show you guys my neat trinket I got? There's some sun for you. Oh, bright light. I got it from the ACA. I'm an official host now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
I'm an official host for a face hugger.
Okay, I'm hesitant to bring this up because it is drama, but I've been hearing rumors about the ACA and a bit of a shakeup in leadership. No?
Those would be really, really old rumors at that point.
Yeah.
Really?
So. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about a year and a half ago. There was a vote for
Is that during our
leadership.
time?
That was it would have been after the last Faithless Forum, the one that actually happened.
Yeah.
And then after that, I know that there was a vote thing that happened with the ACA where a lot of the leadership swapped around. But president of it is back to Matt Dillahunty right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I heard is that he had to step down just a little bit ago.
No, he's still president because he's actually signed the document that came with my coaster.
Oh.
You can see right there.
Well,
That's what
That
happened
was easily
today.
played up then, wasn't it?
And I said to people, I was asking on Twitter, I said, so if I got Matt Dillahunty's signature on this piece of paper, does that mean now I have 2 autographs from Matt Dillahunty? Because I got one on the Atheist Experience t-shirt that I own now. So
I mean, he killed me in Among Us one time. Is that an autograph?
I'd wear that shit, man. I'd wear that shit. Yeah.
Just like, well, my spine was ripped out the back of my scrotum by a host of the Atheist Experience. I'm fairly certain that counts as something. Nil, you looked like you had to take a spit take.
I don't know. I was playing Among Us earlier today, and I was finally the imposter. And then some chucklehead accused me of killing someone. I hadn't killed anybody yet. And venting. I never vent. And I'm like, where are you getting this info?
What?
Yes, I'm an imposter. You got everything wrong except that I'm an imposter. How'd you do it?
I hate when that happens. I've had that happen a few times where like somebody puts together this whole like it's almost like they were working security detail on my life, except they got the wrong guy. And like they're correct that I was the imposter. Like, yeah, that part's true, but everything like how you came to the conclusion is completely false.
Yeah.
Neil, we ought to do it in Among Us game for an after party.
I think we should. Because I've never played
That would
it,
be
I've heard
excellent.
so much fun about that.
It's a great game, except for the part when you accidentally get kicked because apparently you're not using the right version, but you can't upgrade to the right version, but you have to opt into something, but people who opt in are still getting kicked. It's such a pain in the ass.
And they had a big.
Go ahead, Sam.
They had a big thing occur the other day where someone got a hack in, and I think they released it somewhere because all of a sudden loads of people were just walking through walls in games.
Oh yeah, there was also a bunch of the North American servers got completely fucked. Because a bunch of Trump supporters apparently just took over the American servers. So whenever you hopped into games, there would just be like nobody could chat except for one person. Their name would be like MAGA Hat 2020, and then they would just be saying Trump 2020 over and over again. And I was just like, okay, time to go play on the European servers.
So, yeah. Oh, darn. I was going to say something about it. Oh, right. I have been like bugging the devs, well, in the Steam discussion, to give us more filters. Because honestly, I prefer a slower game, but every game seems to be 1.5 player speed or above. And it's like, takes me 15 minutes just to find a game that's not set to caffeinated 5-year-old.
You should play hide and seek.
IQ has a little bit of information on what had happened. Matt apparently was overwhelmed and handed the presidency to Vern Grainer. So, yeah. So there you go.
So I wasn't completely off base.
Brian, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
And anyways, Theo, yeah, I've actually, Surus was one of the first fucking people I met when I started doing the online atheist thing. Yeah, dude, we used to go into chats all the time back in the day when Dawn was around, I think.
Yeah,
like way
because
back.
Don used to have he used to do a lot of group chats.
Yep. My favorite one was when I actually went and visited him, and I got so fucking drunk on that show, man.
So
I passing out, and all you can see was the top of my head.
So when you visited Dawn, you and I had been Facebook friends.
Yeah.
And like we hadn't actually like talked or anything yet, but we were Facebook friends, and I knew from stuff I'd seen on your Facebook that you had been friends with Darnell, or people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community would know him as Dub K Dad.
Dub K Dad, yep.
And so when you were in that one stream with Don and you were like there at his house, I'm just like, wait a minute, did my world just get that much smaller? Did the YouTuber who I watched for budget decks when I was a kid run with the guy who's just sitting there streaming with my friend Don right now. Did my world just shrink? It just shrunk. That's exactly what happened.
Cirrus is referring to my old channel, Savers 13, and I used to do a lot of budget decks and just duels, as I used to call them, derpy duels and stuff with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Well, no, I had never seen your channel.
Oh, you're talking about Dubcade. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Because he had done like the hammer and nail deck and stuff like that back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's like it was weird to me talking with him on talking with him on Facebook and stuff, and just going, it's weird because it used to be that I was the one in the chair idolizing you on YouTube, and now we're swapped around. We're like every now and again I'll send you a message like, "Hey, I saw your new video. It was really neat." I'm just like, if I could have a time machine and go talk to 15-year-old me, 15-year-old me would say would call me out on my bullshit.
That's fair.
I'm working on I haven't done it in probably over a year now, but I want to get Dubcade Dad on the channel for his deconversion story because he's not a believer either.
Yeah.
So
he was the first person I had as a live stream guest on my channel ever.
Really? That's cool. That's right. Oh, actually, I remember you talking about that way back.
Yeah, that was.
I've been trying to get Neil to invite me on his show to tell my deconversion story, but it's so short, so it's going to be a really short show.
Yeah, but we can talk about all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's like, how was your deconversion? Yeah, I got bored.
Yeah, I got bored, and that was done. I was done.
Yeah.
Well, we found stuff to talk about. I was never a theist, and me and Neil found stuff.
Yeah, but we talked about bugs and stuff because it was Halloween, brother. I mean, Brian brought out like the tarantulas and the scorpions and the praying mantises and all the creepy crawlies and a hissing cockroach, which I was like, yes. And we had a great time. That was so much fun.
Hissing cockroach?
Yep, hissing cockroach.
Oh, yeah. Right behind me here. I don't half-ass on Halloween.
Mildly terrifying, the idea of a hissing cockroach. I mean, I live in Southern California, right? And it's kind of warm here. And it wasn't until one of my cats escaped underneath it that I realized my screen door had a hole. And I guess that's how the roaches got in. And the idea of them hissing at me is kind of mildly terrifying. Fortunately, one of my cats, that's all I'm saying.
Well,
See, over here.
X, I sent you a link. Sorry, Brian, go ahead.
You're fine. As long as you weren't in somewhere along the Indian Ocean coast, I don't think there's a cockroach that will hiss at you. Like all the species are indigenous to that region. So
yeah, they're Asian.
Yeah, or Madagascar in this case for the really big ones.
Right. True enough.
No, maybe it's just me, but I think someone should really go and calm Madagascar down, make it less mad, and just be,
so it'd be
Glascar. Just make it Gascar.
Calm Madagascar.
Make it Madagascar.
Yeah.
Keep calm and down.
Over where I am, the most dangerous thing is probably like a badger or something.
What about a mushroom or a snake?
Crap, hang on.
We have a couple of poisonous mushrooms, but they're not stupidly poisonous.
Badger.
Really
I knew someone would get that. I figured.
Yes.
What's up, Randolph?
But then I got it. Hello, Randolph.
Hello. Was in
Randolph.
court.
All right, we have enough for an Among Us game.
I was in court today. It wasn't as much fun as Thursday when I got into a verbal fight with the lawyer from the other side, but it's okay.
The other side, are you communicating with the dead?
I thought we were talking about Among Us, not Phasmophobia, but okay.
That's okay. The case is over as far as my part's concerned in it, as well, so it's all good.
Yeah, but did you win the case? That's what I want to know.
Well, it's not determined yet because the case is still ongoing, but my testimony part is done. So I'm hoping my client wins.
Did you fuck with that other lawyer again, or
yeah? So
on the other day.
Yeah, so on Thursday, for people that don't know, the lawyer from the other side tried to talk to me privately out of earshot of the of my client, and so I who's defending herself. She's a lawyer, and I said I would prefer to speak in front of her because I think this is relevant for her to hear what we talk about. So he was okay with that, and then he proceeded to try to get me to talk about what what my testimony is going to be, and then in the case,
I thought you were going to say testicle there for a second.
and then he started trying to tell me that if I don't participate with him, then if I refuse to answer his questions right now during break outside of the courtroom, that I'm going to be in big trouble with the judge, and I better listen to him because he's got 40 years of experience. So I told him, let's go talk to the judge right now and let's get this sorted out. And then, of course, he didn't want to do that. So I guess I called his bluff.
Wonder why.
You can't imagine.
Man, it is kind of obnoxious when someone says, look, you have to do the thing that I want you to do in the time and place I want you to. Like, I was in one of Diana's chats, and that one dude, he's got like Dawkins in his name, but it's not Dick Dockett or whatever.
Darth Dawkins.
Yeah, he comes in, he says, I want to debate you people. And we're like, fine, we'll set up a time in the stream. He's like, no, now. And we're like, dude, we'll set up a time in our stream. He's like, you won't debate me because you're scared. We're like, we just said, we're not letting you do it now, but we will cheerfully schedule it. No, you're all scared little bitches. And it's like, dude.
It's like, dude, I get it. So here's what I would have. Here's what I would want to say to Darth Dawkins, especially since he got kicked out of Blue Politics finally. I'd just say, look, I understand. I get it. I understand what it's like to not be loved by your father, and I also understand what it's like to have an incredibly small penis. But you don't have to shout it out. Okay? There's therapy for both of those things.
You don't have to lash out at others. God, you're not the only person in this club, buddy. You know?
Yeah. Can we please leave people with small penises out of this? I feel offended.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm the leader of the
speaking as the
Weenie
lesbian of the group, can we not talk about? Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering what's offensive about a tiny penis. That's all. You know.
Well, depends on who you're
It's
dating.
the fact that I share the club with Darth Dawkins, of course.
Yeah, I think he goes by the name Duncan Atheism now, but same guy. Yeah.
Oh no,
He
just has multiple accounts.
Oh, okay.
And all his cronies were showing up in my shit for a while.
All two of his fans.
Well, he had a bunch of them. They were posting little chicken icons and stuff because we would. I'm like, Darth, first of all, this is not what this show is about. I talked to people about their deconversions. Pardon me, I've had a few beer. And whenever you are done with your beliefs, you can come on my show. and he's just fucking.
I was not too long ago. I was on MathPig's channel with Duncan Atheism, Darth Dawkins, and so the conversation I thought was going quite well. But then he got into it with MathPig, and then he started swearing on this during this conversation,
which is
with
hard to
MathPig,
make
the moderator. And then he went off in a rage, and it's like I've never heard him do that before in these kind of formal kind of settings. So that was a new one to me. And so MathPig really got to him.
You know, the joke that we hear in football land have for Oklahoma Sooner people. Some guy stands up on a table and says, all Oklahoma Sooners are idiots. And somebody walks up to him and says, sir, I am offended by that statement. Why? Are you a Sooner fan? He says, no, sir, I am an idiot.
Was that idiot's name Alex Jones?
No, that's Texas.
Oh, no, Alex Jones claims he's a little bit retarded. That's what it was.
If you guys look down below underneath. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kate.
Well, you talk about people swearing on streams, and I've been watching perhaps more Jim Jeffries than is healthy, and I keep wanting to casually use the C word, and I'm never sure how much trouble I'll get in on like Facebook or Twitter or hell, YouTube.
Might be good for your ratings, though.
I just use it to mean friend because I'm British.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is I know that it can be used in various like non-misogynistic, horrible contexts, but I'm not sure that social media is prepared to make that distinction because I have like been banned off of Facebook for a month for things that they eventually decided, no, that wasn't against the community standards, but you're still staying blocked, which pissed me the fuck off. But I mean, if I start using language that I know can be benign or even friendly, but some people are offended by it and I get in trouble, it's just, I don't want to deal with it, but I still wish I could say it.
Yeah, it's like I have to watch myself talking about cigarettes.
Well, God is a non-smoker. Right. He hates. Oh,
I hear he hates bundles of sticks too. He's not very thrilled about them.
That's right.
Cyrus, you and I don't think we've ever spoken before, but it's.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, we have. Okay.
Oh no, I said I don't think so. I don't think.
Oh yeah. Getting onto your Discord was really difficult for me, but I finally did get in. I was just not figuring it out.
It takes a bit of know-how.
Well, it's just IRC with extra steps.
It was fun to try. It was a challenge.
Way too many extra steps. I mean, seriously, if there was just some way for like every time it goes bling and there's a message coming in, if you could just tell me where, it would be handy.
Yeah, I found that issue too. Yeah, I just want to point out, if you look a space below the Angry Norwegian, you'll see our logo for True North Talk, our little logo, right there, which is kind of cool. It's kind of my idea.
What's it with guys and size and shit? Come on.
Because hey, I don't know, man.
I'm more.
It's not like we go around comparing depth now, do we?
What your logo for what? Your logo for what?
Depth.
No, not my logo for depth. I don't have a logo for depth. No.
My God,
he's had.
I will work on one.
Is this an important thing to have
for the show? For the show, our Randolph, who's here with us now. I hate that way. This is all fucking backwards. But anyways, him and I are doing a call-in show, very much like True North Talk, or Truth Wanted, that kind of thing. So, we're going to be hosting
experience and others.
Yeah, and
all of them. Yeah.
Once a month, we're going to have guest hosts. So we're going to be grabbing people like Kate here, or Surus here, or X, or Swede, or Sam, or Brainbug, or even you, Angry Norwegian, if you'd like to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Of course I will.
I imagine I would be one of the few polytheist guests you'd have on that then.
Sure, but you know what? We talk about anything. We'll talk about atheism, non-theism, polytheism.
Why Star Wars is superior to no
atheism is non-theism.
And to what idiot said, yes, that's essentially what I meant.
But we're going to steer away from politics. We don't want to get into this.
Yeah, politics. We're going to talk about what you believe in and why.
Well, we can't talk about the Narn Centauri War. I mean, come on, politics shouldn't be off the table.
Oh, if it's on another planet, that'll be okay. We'll make an exception.
Oh, so we can talk about Caprica, but we just can't talk about Earth. Okay, that's fine.
I'm fairly certain that Trump's White House is actually on another planet, so I think that's still jurisdiction we're all right with.
Just send the Canadians and they'll burn it down again.
Okay,
as long as it's not the Quebecers. You know, I love every part of Canada except for Quebec.
I'm hearing a lot of words, but nobody's really saying anything.
Neil, if us Canadians burn down the White House again, what color should we make them paint it going forward from there?
I think purple.
Purple?
Oh,
okay.
No, you don't paint it a color. You give it a pattern. Make it like paisley or tie-dye.
Or like the van, the checkerboard van.
Make it tartan or something.
Argyle.
Argyle.
Rainbow.
I have to head off, folks. Thanks for having me on, Neil. It's great to see everybody. Nice to meet you, Cyrus. And
nice to meet you as well.
See you, Randolph.
Yeah, good to see you again, Randolph.
Have fun.
Yep.
Take care.
Don't get run over.
Just for reference sake, Randolph is the president of Canadian Atheists, and he, for some reason, made me the community advocate for Canadian Atheists. So I even have cards and shit. So
you're better at it than you realize, Neil.
Oh, all right, sure.
Take my word for it. I'm an expert.
I did have cards for my YouTube channel, but now that I'm switching directions a bit, I'll have to reprint them.
Yeah. Because you're doing the animation stuff now, which is
and I am just waiting on some music to start putting out the first episode of Head Meets. I just need some music for it. That's all.
Remember, if you still need that in a world guy, then
that'll be for the trailer for Quinn Redshift. That's
if you need some metal music, I got you sorted.
I love Neil's truck monster announcer voice.
Not for Heavy, but I'll keep it in mind. What I need is some of that like pizzicato plinkety plunkety music that we associate with 1950s educational films. That's what I need.
Kind of like the beaver sort of thing, or
or like that one sequence in The Simpsons when Maggie looks like she's driving. And it does
when she keeps turning the wheel, the car just goes straight.
Thanks for the laughs, everyone. Take care. Good night.
Bye. I wish that style had an official name because I've been searching for it forever, and the only common term I can find for it is pizzicato.
Yeah, I think that's right, though.
I think that's
Well,
right,
but I mean that describes a rhythm, though. It doesn't describe a genre of music.
Sure. I don't know who Paul Heyman is. Should I know?
Did you know that Kate did voice work for one of my videos? So she's paying it forward.
There is that.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Cyrus and I did some voice work for the what was the one we did, that Bible Jeopardy thing or something for Zod?
Yeah, it's for Prophet of Zod.
Right.
I enjoyed the one that he did where I was playing Jesus's mom, Mary.
Oh,
Yes.
I was playing
That was
Joseph
fun.
for that one. I was playing Joseph for that one, having to be consoled in the bar because my because my wife, or not even wife yet at that point, as played by Bionic Dance, couldn't adequately explain to me how baby end up in birth canal. But
Right. Yeah.
They took a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
We're not talking about geese, but
It's like conversations that must have happened, but
Yeah.
And he
Christianity-
believed that God told me.
it's like, look, I'm just telling you guys, it's she's definitely still a virgin. I don't know what you're talking about.
Was she touched for the very first time?
Actually, I'm more of a fan of like a surgeon, but I'm a Weird Al guy.
Surgeon. Oh yeah,
Right.
Weird Al's awesome. My favorite by him is Yoda.
I'm still really kind of disappointed that he never did a parody or satire or anything of my favorite band, not even in one of his polkas. And it's not like they never have number one hits. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking like, it must have been blood. It's all over now. Some sort of weird murder thing out of it must have been love. It works.
That's something Dare to Be Stupid was his best.
I heard that Devo was actually pissed at him because he made the best Devo song ever. They apparently that was they said they're
Dare
like,
to Be Stupid.
You did it better than we did.
I know that the guy who did Gangster's Paradise was real upset with Amish Paradise. He's like, that's supposed to be a serious song, and like, yes, and do you know what the word parody means?
Well, the thing is, like, Weird Al makes a habit of getting permission from the artist before he does like satire or parody or whatever. And apparently this time his agent had talked to whatever his face's agent is, but hadn't talked to him. And that's why like things got a little crossed. And now he makes sure to speak personally to the artist to get their permission.
I think Coolio told him to F off, to fuck off. And then because he was such a jerk about it, Weird Al said, "Fuck it, I'll do it anyway."
Okay, I'm gonna have to verify which story's true because I thought it was just an admin fuck up.
Could you imagine being a person who said, you know what? I don't want Weird Al to do a parody of my song. That means you made it. That's when you're
right. Exactly what I think.
There are a number of quotes from artists. No joke saying, I didn't realize I'd made it until Weird Al did my song.
Exactly, yeah.
No, dude, we were just talking about you.
Weird Al?
You want to do my song Tangled? Really? Okay. I'm kidding.
For real phone call for a second.
I was trying to make a joke. I didn't realize it was also your joke. I thought it was a genuine phone call.
Sorry.
Well, that was Dennis Leary, though.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Dennis Leary calls them cover your song too, Neil.
Biggest asshole.
Actually,
my favorite thing he did was coffee flavored coffee. I've always liked that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Wicked Brew, Pete Summer Brew Pizza. Who the fuck is Pete? Fuck Pete.
I still want to go to like Starbucks or something and order a bowl of 3-bean soup and see if they know what I mean. Because that's a vanilla soy latte, vanilla bean, soybean, and a coffee bean, a bowl of 3-bean soup. See what, I don't know.
So,
it's funny, damn it, laugh.
So because I got this funny thing called Google, yeah, it's true. So Coolio said, "Fuck off," and then he said, "Wait," and then Weird Al said, "Wait a minute." I was like, "Coolio, who the fuck do you think you are?" I did Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson didn't get mad, and then he did it anyways. And then Coolio acknowledged that his ego got in the way.
I think they've made up
humility.
I think they kissed and made up since then.
Yes, they have.
Is there video of it?
At least they got.
You'll have to check. You have to check where our good friend Mikey Famin's other website, thedeviants.com.
Oh, it was so funny. Mikey showed up at the very tail end of our live stream this past Saturday, like in the last 30 seconds of it. And I'm like, "Hey, Mikey." "Okay, bye, Mikey."
Yeah, apparently he's working till 10 tonight, so he couldn't be here for tonight.
I completely see. I have somewhere I have to be. Sorry, guys.
That's all right, Kate.
Yeah, there's actually like a family reunion Zoom meeting I completely forgot about because I wanted to be on this. So I'll see you later.
I'd be like, "Oh, I hope she's hot," you know.
And I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed at the Irish Swede. We had a good thing going, dude, and you wrecked it by changing your name again. What the fuck?
So what is he going to be, the angry Swede, and you're going to be?
No. But Norwegians suck, and then I put die, you Swedish motherfucker.
Wait, the angry Swede—that was a thing from Sheep in the Big City, wasn't it?
Yes,
I think so. Yes.
Oh no, Ranting Swede. Ranting Swede was the thing from Sheep in the Big City.
Yeah. So.
You know what I hate about airline food? The fact that everyone makes stinking jokes about it.
Durbin.
You want to hear something hilarious? My drummer always wants me to sing our songs in the voice of the Swedish Chef.
Okay.
He always says, it's like, dude, sing it like the Swedish Chef. So I've done it a few times, like and you sing it like the Swedish Chef, and it's just he can't drum because he's starting to drum to the song, and then I'll start singing as the Swedish Chef, and he just fucking loses it. So it's like nothing makes sense anymore.
I would pay for an album like that.
Yeah.
Are there recordings of that, or is it just the legend?
No. It's just my anecdotal story. So you can take it or leave it.
Fuck yeah. And Yuta, thanks for last time, mate. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, for real. Glad to see you again, man.
We had Axe on the bin. What is it, like 3 weeks ago? Yeah,
it was like a week and a half or so ago. I was on you guys were on the patron. I caught the tail end in the after party.
Yeah,
and then I hung out for you guys to do a patron bit.
Yeah,
why the fuck haven't I been on your guys' bin podcast yet?
You've been on there, haven't you?
Nope.
No, but it's when you want to be on, because you're welcome. It's fucking open for anybody.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You're on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
It's because of course you are. I just sent you the fucking link on Twitter.
Sent me a link to Twitter. Yeah.
Hello, McFly. Anyways, all right. So what I'll do is we'll talk, and I'll get you hooked up to be on the show for my show, and then we'll set something up where I can pop in on your guys' show too, for sure.
Is it okay if I promote something here right now about my
Absolutely.
Show? Okay?
Oh yeah,
right.
Fuck yeah.
On the 12th, we are gonna have the former global head of intellectual property for Novartis, one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world, talking about vaccines. Talking about vaccines.
Awesome.
That is gonna be some hardcore fucking shit. That's we're gonna try to grill her, but she's a fucking lawyer and she's been doing it for 40 years. So we are probably gonna get bashed, but a lot of good information is gonna come out of it. And she's retired now, so she's allowed to say anything, and she's not just positive about how pharmaceutical companies do things. So
ask her how many animals she killed. That's what I want to know. How many animals have you murdered? Probably as many as you have, fat boy.
I don't know how many are in my stomach, but okay.
Yeah, they're kind of having an argument right now. The aardvark is arguing. No, never mind.
So make sure
make
sure to tune in on the Bin podcast on the 12th, because it's going to be pretty fucking amazing. Like getting one of the former CEOs of a big fucking pharmaceutical companies to come on and talk about vaccines. It's going to be, yeah.
I don't know. You had the weird economist from Nebraska on once. He was.
Yeah, that was really weird.
That guy's a douchebag. You know, why do you have him in there?
What the fuck?
Like, what a boring
that guy.
fucking topic. Like,
Well,
let's
I'm glad we have
economics.
I'm glad we have other people that are willing. Has anybody caught the what the fuck is his name? Braxton Hunter, like 10 questions for atheist clip that's floating around.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen that yet.
I'm glad.
Bruises on my forehead.
I'm glad that we have serious atheists out there that are willing to go through each one of them and give honest answers, because Irish Swede, me, and Kyle, and who else was on that night? With bicycle legs. Yeah, we just kind of went through and just talked complete shit over every one of his points, and that's coming up this week, so you guys are gonna have fun with that one. Sweet. Especially Felicia gave us her canned response to every single one of his fucking questions.
Oh my goodness. I can only imagine.
Hey, tomorrow I'm going to ruin all my left-wing cred because I'm putting out a video of why fracking will never be banned.
Yeah, you told me about that, but I don't disagree with the take intuitively, but I would like to see the reasons as to why. Because my opinion is that thinking that anything that is currently used for a primary fuel source that has not yet been replaced, and the infrastructure is not currently there, would mean that you.
Fuel.
Okay.
It's about everything else that petroleum is used for.
Oh, okay. Then I'm interested in seeing
the Dacon graft holding my aorta together.
Like plastic.
Yep.
I thought fracking was for natural gas, not for shale.
You shale oil, natural gas, the whole thing. It's hydraulic fracking is used for it all.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know they got oil out of it. I thought it was just natural gas. My bad.
So the fact that we have a majority of our plastic creation comes from that would also mean that
and it has to come from that. The medical plastic has to come from petroleum, because the plant-based stuff, like the stuff that comes out of corn, gets rejected by the body. So you can't have a Dacon graft made from corn plastic inserted into my body, because then my body is going to attack it.
Not to mention, there's certain medications that if you put them into corn plastic, the plastic itself will degrade, which means that you can't actually hold medications for longer, and you can't hold things like blood for longer, which means your blood and plasma donations don't have anywhere safe to be for extended periods of time.
Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. So the argument can be made that plastic has been overused in too many areas, right? But there are some areas that we really need that petroleum-based plastic. For example, within healthcare, which it doesn't. We don't have people who are allergic to it. We can use it when we fix arteries. We can use it in the surgical gloves that we use. We use it in so many different areas because it's basically foolproof. You don't have an allergic reaction to it, and it'll work. The plant-based stuff, as Norman Suger just said, it might cause an allergic reaction. You don't know why, and it might carry stuff with it that won't benefit, and it won't be sterilized in the same way. So, but the argument can be made that we don't need all the plastic bags, we don't need all of that excess stuff, but we do need plastic, the petroleum-based plastic,
which means you can make an argument for regulation of fracking, but you can't make one for banning them.
I mean, if the big thing with fracking, though, also in natural gas, is think of all the fertilizer for our entire agricultural industry is based on anhydrous ammonia, which comes from natural gas.
So even our food is dependent on it.
Yep, our entire food supply is dependent upon natural gas.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sweet. If your little thing or machine or whatever there stops working, I can follow you around with a bicycle pump if you want, and I can just keep.
That works.
So
sorry,
basically,
Brandon, I had to interrupt that. I had to interrupt you. Sorry.
Sweet.
So
how was the half marathon?
My legs are fucking killing me.
Yeah, but you did that voluntarily. Nobody hold a gun to your head, so shoot your fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah,
dumbass.
I did the sun run and ended up with the same goddamn thing. The sun run.
I did walk 8.5 miles of it, but I got it done.
Me too.
When I did my first marathon, my wife was like, "Why the fuck did you do that to yourself?" Like, I got peas on top of frozen peas on my knees, and my feet are turning purple from bruising and shit. Like, yeah, that was a bad idea.
In the paper the next day, I turned up as a DNF, did not finish because I got pretty close to the finish line. And then I noticed there was a pub there, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to the pub."
The Salt Lake City Marathon, when you're about 5 miles out from finishing it, you have to run around this one section of the park, and there are people there offering you shots.
Nice.
Yeah, so I did the same thing.
Actually, very there's shots involved.
Yeah,
Very
I did the
bad
same
idea
thing.
if you're dehydrated.
I did the same thing as Neil. Like, I went to the marathon and everything, but at the start line, there was this pub. So I got DNS, did not start.
Okay, dude, you have to come on my show. We're gonna have such a good time.
So my proudest achievement, though, was the week before my heart blew up, which is I ran Hadrian's Wall, which is 90 miles.
Yeah, Hadrian's Wall is pretty big.
Not doing that.
Was that on purpose, or are you a secret mailman and there was a dog behind you?
God damn it, PJ, that's great.
If there was a dog behind me, it took 3 days to catch me because that's how many days it took that far.
Fuck.
Oh, so it was 90 over a couple of days. You didn't have to do it all in one sitting. Okay.
Yep.
PJ, I thought you were going to say something like you were deciding what color to paint the ceiling.
I gotta go, guys. I'll catch you guys later.
Oh, Brian.
Brian.
Peace.
Missed the show. If you guys missed the show that I did with Brian, you could just go to my page there or my YouTube channel there and check it out because it's the Halloween special. There's all kinds of spooky bugs that we talked about and stuff. It was really
and make sure that you post his details because we might want to have you on as well.
Oh, yeah, Brainbug?
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
I mean, Neil's going to put all of our stuff on the Twitter post at the end, isn't he? So we'll be able to find each other through that.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, but by the end, I'm too drunk to remember what we've been talking about. So I need force-fed stuff. I need to be force-fed stuff.
Yeah, I picked the wrong week to stop drinking. God damn it.
Swedish immigration policy letting in all these Norwegians.
For fuck's sake.
I picked the very wrong time to
The
try to go on
only thing stupider
Right,
than running 90 miles is stopping drinking. Like, why would you give up that? That's like...
it was becoming too much of a crutch, you know. I can control it, and it's just one of those things.
No, so I don't need crutches anymore. I got a cane.
But it's just one of those things like, oh, hey, it's Saturday. I better give shit faced, you know.
Right. Cane's one-handed, so I can carry a beer in the other hand. See.
Hey, I got a wheelchair, dude. Like,
fuck it. You're double fisting like a prick.
and you get into the retarded stall so you can power squeeze when you have to take a shit in public spaces.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, hey, whatever worked for you, I guess.
So, is he disabled? No, he's just very drunk, but he needs to disable stall now.
He's very drunk and he has to poop really bad, so let him in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's I go for brunch with my mom every weekend on Sunday, and we always like to pick a nice little place, different place every Sunday. The last one we went to had handicap parking, and she's got a little thing because she's got leg issues and diabetes and all sorts of shit. So I was able to pop that sucker up in my rear view so we could park nice and close, so she didn't have to walk very far. So they're actually pretty handy, I'll tell you that. And I don't mean that. Oh God, that sounded bad. Handy.
Handy. Yeah, I'm not. I'm very concerned about this.
Yeah, let's move on.
Conversation about mothers. And
No. Let him dig the grave. Let him dig the grave. This is funny.
I know, but I want to come back on the show.
No, it's just I found it to be quite convenient, but of course, obviously, it is so that my mom wouldn't have to walk a long distance to the entrance of the restaurant. That's all my point I was making. I don't walk her. I don't drive around with it. I didn't steal it from her and use it at Walmart or anything like that.
It is useful.
That's very descriptive, right. Neil. I feel as though maybe that's not 100% true.
I mean, I feel like I don't get to comment on people doing cheeky shit, though, given I used to work at a place called the Polished Knob.
Oh my God. That was my first experience with the sign that you hang in the rear view, so that's kind of why I brought it up. That's all. Because everywhere else, I've never had a problem parking, so that's why.
Over here, we kind of just have like a little blue, like card thing, like badge, it's called, where you just stick it on your dashboard, and then you don't get what words? Fuck. You don't get
a ticket.
Ticketed, yes.
Well, I love it now because we have you can pay for your parking space. What the hell now? How many Swedes does it take to change a light bulb?
Swedes change?
Swedes need light bulbs?
Yeah, sure, they change.
He's saying that Swede must die earlier, so I already came close enough. I don't need to do that again.
I don't have an IKEA.
There's literally 15 minutes away from me. An IKEA. IKEA, Swedish for crap.
Probably. Yeah. The closest
they make you build this shit yourself. It's like what I played with Meccano when I was a kid and Lego when I was a kid. I don't need to fucking build my own damn furniture. I want to buy the shit complete.
You know, one of my favorite activities is actually putting that shit together.
So
give me a quart of beer and some IKEA, and I got a fucking day.
I have the best IKEA story ever. So
hold on.
Let's finish what I was going to say real quick.
I was going to say I may hate putting IKEA furniture together. I've literally had a friend who hates doing it as well pay me to put his IKEA shit together. But I will say this: if any of you are fans of SCPs at all, I think one of the best SCPs that has ever been written is the Infinite IKEA.
That's one of the better ones that I've seen.
That was a few. It was one of the ones when I saw the name and I was like, "This is stupid. I'm not even gonna like this." I literally just avoided it for days after seeing it, and then finally I was like, "Well, I've binged everything else. Let me just watch this one." And then I went, "Well, fuck! Now I want more stories in this universe."
Yes, the SCP that was the worst to read while you're in the hospital is the one where your consciousness exists and feels everything your body feels after death while it closes.
There's a few SCPs that operate like that. Just depends on whether they happen here or somewhere else.
Yeah, PJ, really good.
Did you guys see the story that came out about the guy that was putting his own like arrows down on the ground inside of the IKEA to turn it into like an infinite labyrinth for people?
Oh yeah.
I legit had a panic attack last time I went to IKEA because I couldn't find my way out. I was like, it was freaking me the fuck out.
Dude, you got to go for the meatball smell and the hot dog smell. That's where you find your way out. But okay, I'm smelling hot dogs. You'd be like Toucan Sam, man. Follow your nose.
Follow your nose. Well, the years of welding kind of fucked up my sense of smell.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, just smell your way out of there. That'll work.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just
You'll
follow
find me in
behind
a wheelchair. You'll find me in a wheelchair and disabled, stole power squeezing.
Yeah, I want to get one of those rascals. I was going to get one from my mom because she's having issues walking now. She has to have special shoes designed. So because her heels roll on her all the time, so she ends up falling down a lot. My sister got so concerned that she got my mom one of those GPS I've fallen and I can't get up fucking buttons, right? So which is good because she should have one, especially at her age. But I mean, I'm old, so imagine how old my mom is. But yeah, so I was happy when she got that, but I'm thinking of getting her one of those scooters for her upcoming birthday. They're only a few grand, so I might up some cash into it and get her one so she can go and do her grocery shopping and not have to worry about taking a fucking cab all the time. Anyway, but you guys, it's getting close to 7:00, and I've got stuff that I have to do.
Oh, well, that's handy because I got to run now too. Yay!
Like not literally run. You're not going into a marathon or something, right?
Well, no, I just got to go up like 3 flights of stairs to go say goodnight to the kids. So,
I got you. 3 flights. Wow, look at you getting in some exercise.
Yeah.
3 flights of stairs
All right, well,
now. It's going to be up 2 ways in the snow later.
Oh God, you guys have snow? Did you see my post the other day, Cyrus, when I was standing outside? It's November 1st. And by November 1st, usually you can see your breath where I live. And I'm out there in a fucking t-shirt. I had to take my coat off because it was too hot. Because the sun was just beating down. Like, this shit is not usual for this place.
Yeah, rub it in. Rub it in. Come on.
See, we'll probably not get snow here till the end of December, but then we'll have snow until kind of the end of March, start of April.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they're saying we're not going to get snow this year. They say it's not going to be a white winter. It's going to be a wet winter here in Vancouver. But, of course, the nickname for Vancouver is Raincouver, so that's not surprising. But anyway.
Rain is never a surprise here.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, you're in England. Fucking terrible weather.
Yep.
Actually, they mentioned that I just watched the 3-part miniseries of War of the Worlds that they did over there. And they were saying the exact same thing. It's always rainy here. I guess one of the characters came in from India.
Especially England, kind of north towards Manchester. Like, north of England is worse rain than down south for some reason.
You know, England, bad food, bad weather, Mary fucking Poppins.
Don't say bad food. They got some great fucking food over there.
No. They cook.
No, that's from Snatch. It's from Snatch.
No, let's not talk about porridge.
Never mind.
If you get decent fish and chips.
Oh, yeah. Mind you, we got that here, too. A place called Pajo's right on the dock where the fish come in fresh and they cook them up right away. And they do the newspaper thing like you guys do.
Oh, yeah. Like, I live near a lake, though, so we get fresh fish there.
So what about
right.
you, mate?
Pagan mom is like my neighbor. She lives in Seattle.
So, Boop Noodle, what are you?
Boop Noodle, because he's a snack.
Yeah, but where are you?
Oh, me, Manchester-ish.
Manchester-ish. All right.
Manchester is the nearest city. In reality, I live in a tiny fuck-off village in the middle of nowhere.
Like always.
like Kristianstad, Sweden.
Before this whole conversation dies,
it's not Kristianstad, it's Kristianstad.
Well, I'm not as.
He's not so Sweden
they are.
Because fucking Swedes, they don't pronounce things like they're spelled.
Well,
they make up their own shit
down there anyway because it's the south of Sweden. They all have cotton in their mouths.
All right. So anyway, what I'm going to do before we close the show out tonight, everybody, we'll start with Cyrus. Go ahead and chill with your guys' shows and your channels, and then we'll move down this way. So go ahead, Cyrus.
Oh, my name is Cyrus. I have a show called Cyrus the Skeptic. Normally, it has edited content twice a week and then live streams for the rest of the week. But for the next month or two, it's probably going to be mostly live streams and VODs while we're doing the fundraising thing, because I'm just not going to have enough time to do that along with also edited stuff. So if you enjoy political commentary, debunks, stuff like that, then that is generally where I come in.
Perfect. And for the fundraiser, guys, if you go to my Twitter page, you will find, if you scroll down a bit, you'll find a link to help Cyrus out for his issues that he's having with the house right now. So go and donate if you can. Go ahead, Irish Sweet.
Hi, I have a new channel. I have 12 whole subscribers. No one pays any attention. I try to make content. I try to make content that takes what politicians try to tell you and actually expand on it, so that you can look at them like they're an idiot, like the idiots that they are. So, all in all, fun.
Awesome. Right. Boop Noodle, or Sam Chaos, as you actually know.
Yes. So I have a little YouTube channel as well, 50 subscribers. I try and talk about some philosophical. I try and talk about some philosophical stuff, like I've discussed free will, and I'm planning to discuss other stuff, probably some stuff related to my polytheism. Last week,
Free will was really good.
Thanks. Last week, I was going to release a video, because Halloween, about necromancy in the Bible, but I've had fucked up internet, so I'm actually going to end up releasing it tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. Yarton, go ahead.
No, X.
No, you're next. And then X.
Okay, I'm next. Yeah. So the Bin Podcast. Please go and subscribe. YouTube/the Bin Podcast. We are doing a lot of stuff, and of course, I have promised now to have Neil on. We already have the Irish Sweet on for some reason that nobody fucking knows. It's just really weird. We talk about everything and nothing. We are also launching side shows now during.
It's like Friends.
Yeah, we're going to be launching a lot of side shows. I'm going to do a motoring and music show where I'm going to be test driving a lot of vehicles, snowmobiles, motorcycles, trucks, cars, and all kinds of shit, and making a mockery out of it. And of course, you need to go into Cyrus's fundraiser and donate. I've donated.
Thank you.
Me too.
And I've donated more. The biggest amount in there is mine. Beat me. Don't let the Norwegian be the elitist. Don't let the Norwegian win. Come on. Do your due diligence.
Dude,
so,
would you like fucking donate like $100 Norwegian dollars, which is like 40 cents US?
No, $200 US from me to you.
Bravo.
Yeah, that was a huge one, which especially helps out since apparently Patreon has fucky numbers this month for some reason, which is
it's weird.
Yeah,
so you could get some waterproof shoes. You don't have to be sick.
You were the one who said get some waterproof boots as well.
Yeah,
which will work.
That's brilliant. All right, thanks, dude. Go ahead, Mr. X from the Utah Outcast. Is he asleep?
No, I think he was tweeting to his kids.
Oh, did he run upstairs to his say goodnight to his kids? Are you Are you there, X, or
okay, you guys should all go and watch Utah Outcasts. They do good content. I've only seen a few of their things, but they seem excellent so far.
Yep.
I've been a guest on their show fucking half a dozen times probably now, and will be more in the future. They're a lot of fun to hang out with, so definitely go and check out the Utah Outcasts. And as PJ Smith in the chat just said just now, she loves the Utah Outcasts. And
I got really Kyle to laugh so hard that he squirts some stuff out of his nose.
Oh my God, really?
Mm.
People have been trying to do that to me, but they have failed thus far.
Wait, I watch a lot of squirting videos, but not on Utah's channel.
What were you going to say, Chris?
Oh, I said that spit take that happened earlier. We're just not counting that then, right?
No.
Wait, did I spit? Or?
You did.
Almost. It was almost. I had to carve her just in case it came out.
All right,
and
so
then
I'm
the
just
last
going to have to
is that if
try
you're
harder.
here not subscribed to Neil somehow, you should do that, and you should watch some of his stuff. He does excellent content with lots of interesting people.
It sounded like you said stuffy instead of stuff he. So I was like, you should watch some of his stuffy content. I'm like, oh, okay.
Stuffy? I got a stuffy dragon right here. Does that count? Actually, it's a puppet. And we were super drunk one night on one of my after parties, and I can't remember who else was doing it with me, but we're like, we should do a puppet show live on YouTube. Hey, motherfuckers! Like the Skeptic Dragon or something, right? Like it'd be really cool. But this is actually being adopted when I met my biological folks. What happened to Surus? Devices are not going to. No, he's still there. I've got him in the green room, but he's having issues with the devices. But anyway, there he is. When I met my biological mom, we were talking about things we liked and stuff like that. My first Christmas, she got me this as a Christmas gift because I was saying I was a big dragon fan and into all that kind of stuff and lore from back in the day. But anyways, so she got me that, and I thought that was really sweet. Yeah. And then I got my sisters. I have two sisters. One of them has passed away in a motorcycle accident, but I got them both. There's the Celtic knot with the tri knot, and I got them both of the necklaces that they still wear to this day. And then we've got
that one, right?
There we go. I couldn't get it to show my camera, so then I hit share screen because Streamlabs has my camera. So that worked.
Hello.
That's okay. We're just about done here, anyways. But I got my sisters both some teddy bears with this necklace around it for Christmas. That has the Celtic tri knot, which is like a reuniting of the three, sort of thing, with symbolism basically, and they just loved it. So our first Christmas was really, really cool together. Anyway. Oh, thanks, PJ. Feeling is mutual because you post a lot of really cool shit on Twitter. Anyway, we're gonna call this one a wrap, guys, because I got to get the hell out of here. It's already past my. I was going to say bedtime, but it's already past my. I got to go downstairs and watch some football time and smoke a big fucking fat joint and have a couple.
Yeah,
more
because
beers.
it's legal over here. It's legal.
Exactly.
Who's playing on Monday Night Football tonight?
I have no idea. The Saints, I know, are.
Who fucking cares? Weed's legal. Who fucking cares? You play sport ball.
Sport ball. This is my buddy Dan always says, "Oh, so what are we sportsing today?" Well, it's baseball or whatever. Right? But hockey.
I was just happy.
Giants Buccaneers. So Tom Brady and the Giants are winning.
There you go.
I was just happy that we were able to go to Buffalo Wild Wings the other day and watch the League of Legends World Championship there because they're a sponsor.
It's really?
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want the weed.
Yeah. See, this stream is in Canada, and therefore what I've been doing this evening is totally illegal.
Exactly.
Now you tell me, you fucking wanker, sitting up there in Manchester. What the fuck?
There you go. I got it's a little under a half ounce right here, but yeah. It's called brown sugar.
That's like 2.5 years in jail over here, dude.
Do the time, pal. It's worth it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hope you guys had a good time with our always zany conversation we have on these after parties. Thanks to my guest tonight, Jesus Mike, who is no longer with us, of course, because he has to go study like a good boy. But anyways,
like he died.
Yeah, I think so. But well, if you see the shit he has to study, I wouldn't doubt that he may have possibly passed away. But I will do a great big thank you tweet to everyone who was in here with us tonight, and thanks to all you amazing people in the chat and all my amazing patrons. It's because of people like you that this show keeps going and improving. Then I get stuff like this cool shit where I can actually have a foamies and stuff, and for my microphone and you name it. I got a green screen too, but that's That's coming in a later date when I figure out how to figure out how to set that fucking thing up. I'll probably use it at the news studio for True North Talk, where I'll be probably doing the show from there from here months ahead from now. And also look forward or look November, I think 18th. I won't be doing a show on the Wednesday. My Wednesdays are going to become Thursdays for the show in the future, guys, because I'm going to be a regular host on the nonprofits for the ACA show. So look for that and head over to the ACA channel and look up the nonprofits. And you'll probably see me in there every once in a while. Well, except for the Wednesdays that I have to go donate blood. That's the only time I won't be there. But anyway, until next time, guys, I want to just say, remember to be safe and be well, and above all, be kind with this whole pandemic thing is going on. It's pretty tough. So just be cool. And don't forget to check out our new True North Talk show that's coming up soon, and go give the channel a sub. Believe somewhere in the live chat there's a link to it. I do have a link to it below in the description box as well. There's also a link to the original interview with Jesus Mike tonight, so you can go check out that if you missed it. There's lots of links so you can follow Mike around on the interwebs. And until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of these shows, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we will see you guys next time. Oh, and if you like the tunes for the new intro and outro, hit me up for DM either on Twitter or Facebook, and I'll send you a link to the rest of it. See you guys later.